Hi, my name's Jillian Burns, and I'm going to talk about something that happened to me not that long ago. So, I was driving home, and it was about 2 in the morning, so there weren't a lot of cars on the road. And I was on the 405, and then I drove off the 405. I got off the exit on Cherry, and then the first thing I noticed was that there was a lot of water flooding the streets, and there was like 20 feet of water just shooting up into the air from the sidewalk from a fire hydrant. And that was the first thing I noticed. And then I looked down and there was a car that had ran into the fire hydrant and it was actually flipped upside down. And at first I was like, oh wow, that's a really bad accident. Like, I hope that person's okay. And then after a few seconds, I realized that I was actually the first person to see the accident and no police had arrived yet and no other cars were around. It was 2 in the morning, so there weren't a lot of people on the road. And so after that, I pulled over and immediately I just dialed for the police. And then I got out of the car and I ran towards the car that had ran into the fire hydrant. And then as soon as I ran to the car, this other car pulled up at the same time behind me. And he also ran out of the car and he ran to the window to help the person out. And I was really scared when he ran to the window because I was afraid that the person wasn't going to be okay. But the person was actually conscious and awake. She was in shock, but she was awake and she was okay. And the man helped her out of the car. And then I let her talk to the police on the phone. And she told me afterwards that she had actually been on her phone. And she was looking down at her phone. And somehow her car swerved into the fire hydrant. And her car was upside down, but she was really lucky to be alive and be okay. And that was a really scary experience, but it turned out okay, and I think it should be a lesson to not be on your phone and drive. So that's it.